What is going on, YouTube? My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be talking about Labor Smart Inc. and the ticker symbol is LTNC. And holy smokes, did some massive information come out over the weekend? Did some transitions happen over the weekend? There is a lot of information that I'm going to provide and really start to dive into some speculation as to what we can expect for the term goat water. It's absolutely amazing, guys. And if you're interested in ticker symbol LTNC, if you're interested in Labor Smart Inc., I suggest you stay tuned right after this. But before we dive in and start talking about hydrogen-infused water, before we start talking about Alex Guerrero, before we start talking about all kinds of energy companies, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time, most definitely, to get into the video. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, I have now done 3 videos on this company. I've done 3 videos on LTNC. And it seems like each one continues to get better and better and better. And the reason is because more content is coming out. A lot more is happening with this company. And it is becoming a pure excitement. I mean, the people that are involved, the community is absolutely phenomenal. And just the due diligence that is being done with this one is through the roof, guys. It is absolutely incredible. So I truly am fired up to bring you guys this one. And there really is a lot of information. So we're going to not waste any more time. And we're going to jump right into this thing. So let's get going. Labor Smart Inc. is transitioning into a diversified holding company and has completed the acquisition of Takeover Industries Inc. That is a very significant piece. That is a big piece. So remember that. The deal announced live on Twitter via Ryan Shadle on Sunday, February 28th, which was this last Sunday. It says that basically he's calling for the issuance of 6.8 billion common shares. They will be restricted for 12 months for the acquisition Takeover Industries in an early stage pre-revenue beverage venture and will become a wholly owned subsidiary of Labor Smart Inc. Absolutely phenomenal. That is extremely impactful and very exciting. It says consummation of this transaction will result in the change of control of Labor Smart Inc. In the announcement, Ryan Shadle, outgoing president and CEO of Labor Smart Inc., announced he was canceling and retiring 500 million shares. Wow! 500 million shares of Labor Smart Inc. common stock that was removed from the tradable float. Also in the announcement, it was disclosed that Mr. Joe Pavlik would be appointed as the new president and CEO of Labor Smart Inc. Mr. Pavlik comes to the company with over 20 years experience as an executive with extensive experience in all areas of health and fitness and the performance nutrition industry. We're going to definitely dive in on who Mr. Joe Pavlik is, and we're going to really talk about the company that he is really involved with as a whole. I'm excited for this one, guys. So it continues on and it says, the company believes his experience will be instrumental in transformation for the future. On behalf of Takeover Industries Inc., team, we appreciate the opportunity to work with Mr. Shadle in continuing the strong relationship with its shareholders and to bring forth immediate new opportunities in the functional beverage industry, said Pavlik. Mr. Shadle is expected to stay on as an advisor as long as necessary and will continue to manage the company's efforts in becoming current with the OTC markets. I think that's significant to keep Ryan around and really to honestly have him still pushing this through this process. I think is extremely important. And then to be able to give it to Joe and let him do his thing. Obviously, he has a background in this, and we're going to find out right now. So the first piece that I really wanted to kind of cover was a tweet that Joe obviously put out. And I think this is extremely significant because as an investor and as someone who has been following this company for a little bit of time now, I understand how transparent and the communication that Ryan really put out through his Twitter account. And I think that's extremely significant because it really drew a crowd and really got investors to believe in the company because how transparent and how fluid Ryan truly was with his investors. And I think that that was something Ryan really wanted to obviously pass on to Joe. And I think that this tweet really solidifies that. So we're going to swing on over here. It says, Team LTNC Ryan Shadle has said doing right by his owner or co-owners, shareholders, are the most important thing to him. I take this seriously and strive to take the baton and provide all with confidence and understanding of the company's mission goal. And I'm here to make things happen. I think that's extremely important. I really do, because as you continue on with the transparency, as you continue on and really kind of show the shareholders what is going on, that continues to really spread the wealth of what is truly going on within the community and what is going on with the company. And so I think that is a very significant piece, and I'm glad Ryan was able to really pass that on and Joe to take that on. I think this next piece that I'm going to provide is yet again another tweet, but I think it is so impactful when it comes to actually what Joe has in mind and what he is truly assembling. Guys, when I joked last time when I talked about them assembling the Justice League, when I talked about them calling all the Avengers, guys, I was kind of joking, but in all reality, this actually may be happening within the beverage industry. And this tweet really does solidify that in a crazy, crazy way. So I'm going to swing over here and provide that to you. It says, Team Takeover LTNC. I've assembled a team of industry legends. Legends is the term he used. I've worked with over the last 30 years in the beverage space to attack the mission. We're dialed in with science-based ingredients and technology flavor systems, MFG, marketing, sales, and distribution with an arsenal of athletes. If that doesn't fire you up, if that doesn't just start getting the gears inside, if that doesn't get you going as an investor or someone from the outside just looking in, that is phenomenal. That is absolutely amazing. And really, that is well said. I mean, that made me want to run through a brick wall. I was beyond pumped when I read that. And honestly, I just gave a big fist pump. That's what I could do. So that was incredible right there. So what this did is this really started to get the gears going, at least in my head. And I know a lot of people out there really started to kind of think, what was he talking about in that last tweet? When he's talking about legends and really assembling a squad, but then also talking about bringing in an arsenal of athletes, I think that really started to get people thinking. And so I think now it's time to start dissecting really that tweet and breaking it down much further. So swinging on over here, again, another tweet from Joe. We build brands. What we've done for 3 decades, and there's a process to be followed and pushed at a set pace. With our experience, the process is greatly accelerated, so please trust in the process. Going forward, it will be more evident to address all LTNC concerns via weekly video. I think this is extremely significant as well. So we're talking about people who have a wealth of knowledge in the beverage industry, specifically in the space that they're trying to head to. I think another thing that we can draw from this is obviously a weekly video is going to be absolutely significant. You know, there's companies out there that provide weekly updates, and it's very, very engaging as an investor to really keep track of where your company is at, and it helps really as an investor to stay into that stock. It makes you want to, really be a part of the stock because you're seeing the progress visually through whether it's the CEO of the company talking and laying it out, or you're visually seeing the processes and the steps being taken. Guys, that's what you want to see as an investor. So this right here, again, was another major piece, which led me into start to think who all could be potentially involved with this entire beverage company. This is where it begins, guys. This is where we really start to assemble this Avengers / Justice League / really ultimate team in the beverage industry. And the first one up is going to be Toby McBride, Chief Executive Officer at Takeover Industries. And we're looking at his LinkedIn here, and as you can see, he has been in the beverage industry for over 28 years. That is a seasoned veteran, a well-rounded veteran in this, field. It's extremely important to get someone like that. He says he has built 4 major brands in the space, And as you can see right there, those are the 4 that he built. He helped build these brands through national distributors such as Budweiser and Miller Coors. He has managed over 268 employees throughout the U.S. And he says he loves building brands and getting them to an exit strategy. I think that's extremely significant there. This is a brand we would be building. This is a, company basically you would be building because it's starting fresh. And so I think this is a significant addition. Obviously, he is the chief executive officer at Takeover Industries. So this makes sense. The next heavy hitter that we can assume would be somewhat affiliated with this deal would be Ernie Manansala Jr. And I think that this one is going to be very key because you're talking about a chief marketing officer, someone who is very well diverse when it comes to marketing and really projecting the object that you're trying to promote. I think in this case, when you're talking about the wealth of knowledge from a drink perspective, this could not have been a more bigger piece if this truly is who is going to start climbing on board. Obviously, we understand, that what we're looking at could potentially be absolutely massive, guys. So Ernie is currently the chief marketing officer at Brain Fuel, I believe is what it is. And so to kind of talk about some of the stuff he's accomplished and some of the things that he works on through his LinkedIn, he says professional with emphasis on brand development, consumer promotion, and trade marketing strategy. Experienced team leader in strategic planning, brand building, and crafting and implementing creative promotional campaigns, grassroots events, marketing, and sales promotions. Known for attention to detail, anticipating challenges, and providing innovative solutions. All that right there screams exactly what we are looking at when we're talking about Labor Smart Inc. and we're talking about the hydrogen infused water and everything else that could potentially come with that. So continuing on, it says unique ability to simultaneously perceive and act on the big picture and the essential details. One of the biggest things that I took from this is attention to detail, understanding, what you're trying to accomplish and really having the specifics narrowed in. I like to hear that. Specialties, business development, right there, lays it right out there for you. He's trying to develop the business. I mean, in this case, who is not trying to do that? Competitive analysis, media evaluation / analysis, media buying / purchasing, branding, identity, digital marketing, social network, media / marketing, viral media, promotion, event marketing. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. This is an absolute heavy hitter. This would be your 3 or 4 hole when you're putting them into a baseball lineup. This would be your captain on your football team. This is an amazing addition if he were to come over. Obviously, you guys can see right here his experience. Just to start off, obviously, chief marketing officer, like we said. The next one was marketing consultant for Rowdy Energy, chief marketing officer for Irvine America, and the list goes on. I mean, very, very well rounded and very, very detailed. I like to see this. So now basically what I'm going to talk about is kind of a next step, and that is going to be professional athletes. And I think obviously we can assume that Alex Guerrero, the co-founder of TB12 Inc. and really Tom Brady's trainer, is going to have a significant role with this company in some shape or form. I think that obviously when he's tweeting, checking out LTNC on Monday, I think it's a significant piece. And so I think that we're obviously going to have Alex. But then I started to dive in deeper. And obviously when Joe tweeted out that there are going to be athletes, just an arsenal of athletes that are going to start to flow, that's where I started to think, what could we be talking about here? What potentially could come from, that tweet? And so I started to instantly think, obviously we're seeing how Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is handling his energy drink Zoa, I think it's Zoa, and we're seeing how that is being handled. Obviously, we're seeing the significance of athletes who are getting very, very involved with supplements. We're seeing them get involved with all kinds of drinks and energy drinks and things like that, and we're seeing what is being done, who can climb on board, and we're seeing the impact in a revenue form as well. I think that's why this is so significant, guys, and it's going to be absolutely amazing to see what athletes even climb on board, potentially what celebrities climb on board and really become an advocate for this, drink. I think it's going to be huge. And so that is something to always keep in the back of your mind as we continue to progress and this company continues to really kind of unravel and tell you what is going on. And now we've come to my favorite part of any video, and that is chart breaking down time. So let's swing on over here and check out ticker symbol LTNC, Labor Smart Inc. So today we opened at 0.019. We got as high as 0.025. Its low was 0.013. Volume was 1.958 billion, guys. That is a big time volume. Market cap is currently 848.5 thousand. 52-week high is 0.045. 52-week low is a clean 0. And its average volume is 290.9 million. So as you guys can see, there was a tremendous amount of volume today. So you're looking at a one-day chart, and it closed today at 0.018. That was up 7.56%. But in all reality, if you look at how this initially opened, it spiked. It really had a big time sell-off, and then it seemed like the most of the day we were actually having a good rebound. I mean, we really did have a decent run right there from about 10 o'clock all the way until about noonish, 12:30ish, and then we kind of had the pullback. Obviously, we had a little bit of a sell-off, and then it seemed like everything kind of settled in until the very end of the day when we really had a big sell-off towards the end and just fell back down to right around where we closed. So I do think that there is a lot going for this company. I think the biggest thing to remember, guys, is there's a lot that is going to start to unfold. We're going to start to see who is actually partaking in this, drink, this water, and I think there's going to be a lot more details that come out. I think that there's a chance we may see some, things come out further down the road that are implemented with supplements. I think there's, the doors are really going to start to open up, and we're going to see a lot of different things. So I am truthfully excited to see what this company can do, is capable of doing, and who they're able to really get on board and join this thing. It's going to be absolutely exciting. Again, this community is tremendous, guys. This is an amazing community, especially when you have a CEO who is as transparent as Ryan was, and hopefully Joe will be. Those are the things you want to see, and I really emphasize that in the beginning of this video. I appreciate you swinging by and checking out this video on LTNC. I really do appreciate it, guys. This has been a tremendous, following. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support on this YouTube channel. It has been tremendous, and honestly, guys, I never envisioned this would be happening on this channel for sure. It's just a humbling experience. I do want to remind you guys, I am not a financial advisor, and anything I say in this video is for pure entertainment purposes only. That's exactly what I'm here to do, is entertain. And you guys know how I do it. If you like this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, have a good day.